Hey friends, I am super excited to start this project with you. The artist we are inspired by is named Jen Aranyi, and she is absolutely wonderful. She works with Sharpie and Watercolor to make these really simple yet elegant landscapes. As you can see, I have a few different pieces of paper here. This is my thick watercolor paper. If you don't have this, don't worry, just find the thickest paper you can. Copy paper is not gonna be your best friend here. The next thing you're gonna need are washable markers, and I'll bring those out in a few minutes. And then, of course, water and a paintbrush. We are going to start with our pencils because you know me, if I make a mistake, I want to be able to start over. And we're going to be doing a few different compositions. So have a few different pieces of paper. We're going to start simple with the full square, or if you have a rectangle, great. The next one we're going to do is going to be a circle, and then we're going to make two little bookmarks because I thought, why not? So let's put our other pieces of paper aside just for now, and we'll come back to them in a minute so we're not distracted. Now, Jen Aranyi typically starts with her mountains, and the way she does this is she does an irregular zigzag line, okay? And it's not straight zag all the way across. It's gentle because mountains are not straight up and down like this, so be gentle with your zigzags like this. Up, some are down, some are more steep, some go up, and the cross. Just like that. And so you can see that line a little better. I'm gonna go ahead and Sharpie that for you. Whoosh. It should be not too straight. Your lines can be wiggly to have a natural look. And you can even see I ignored the lines I originally made because I just wanted to go for it. I love that organic, natural feel. Okay, wonderful. Now, let's add the details to our mountains. This is gonna be a little trickier, and I'm gonna use my mini Sharpie. But before I do, of course, I want to use a pencil. Now, each of these mountains has a face, which is sort of hitting where the light hits it, right? And then it has its background area. So we need to figure out where our mountain faces are. Mine are gonna be on the right. So we're gonna be splitting our mountains in half with another ziggy-zaggy-ish line. Like this. They come down and they go up, down and up. This one, I don't know about this one here. How will this one look? I think this one will go up that way. And then maybe, do I need another one right here? Just a little one? Sure, just like that. Okay? I know it looks a little goofy at first. Let's fill it in and see what happens. Whoop. Wrong Sharpie. Hello. There we go. Now, before I add my final lines here, I do want to get rid of my original pencil lines. That's important. And I'm gonna go for this now with just my Sharpie. We need to create a few texture lines going in this direction just to give our mountain faces some texture. When I said face of the mountain, I didn't actually mean like a smiley face. I meant just the front of your mountain to give it a little texture. Now, your opposite side of your mountain where there's a shadow cast, we're gonna add diagonal lines in this direction, okay? But they're gentle, they're kind of dotted, like barely touching, okay? So this will take you a little bit of time. Be gentle, don't draw really hard, straight lines here because you want it to look a bit more natural, more organic. Awesome, now you can even add a few more lines in here if you want to, or another layer of mountains. Like this, you can always add a little spot that maybe has a couple more shadows in it. This is a little tricky. And if you want to look her up, Jen Aranyi, and I'll put her name in the description so you can see that a little closer. Awesome. Next, we're gonna add a horizon line over here, a small little ground line, okay? Excellent. Notice it's not straight across. We can also add kind of a diagonal one up, and maybe another one on this side. How about that? Now, if you want, you could even make a little path to your mountain. Like this. Come this way. So each time your path gets a little bigger. And then the final flourish is to add a few trees. You're gonna go up and make little trees. The little trees, are they actually little? No. They are just farther away. So the closer you get to the foreground, the bigger your trees will be. And the ones in the background will be smaller. Now we can add just little plants here. Awesome. Now, before we do the background, I want to show you what this would look like if we did it inside a circle. So let's put this one here, and I'll show you this one a little bit faster. Now, in this circle, instead of the mountains, I'm just going to do some trees. So this is what just a tree composition will look like. And why don't we just do one of our mini bookmarks? And again, I'll show you this in Sharpie. Excellent. Now that you've finished all of your little mini landscape compositions, it's time to add color. This is my absolute favorite part. What you're gonna need is some water, a paper towel, don't mind if stuff falls off my desk, and markers. These are what mine look like. I have a bunch of markers. So you get whatever you have. Alrighty. I'm just gonna set up here. Oh, there we go. Now, I recommend you sticking with warm colors and cool colors. I like to do a little bit of both, and the first one I'm gonna do is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna do some green fading into purple. Here's what that's gonna look like. I'm gonna start by taking a deep green here that I have. I like this green, this emerald. And I'm just gonna trace, I'm gonna actually turn this sideways a little bit. I'm gonna trace it right along my mountains first. So So if you do not have watercolor paper, this technique might be a little tricky. You can just go ahead and use real watercolor paint. If you want to use watercolor paint, use it. Now I'm just gonna go back and forth across my page. I think that's plenty. I'm gonna add this here, gently, gently. Cap that marker. And then I'm going to add purple to the top. Here we go. I like to do this sideways just because it's easier for me. You choose what's easiest for you. And I am going to leave a little bit of space in between like this. And the final touch, which is a little risky, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna take black and just put it along the top there, just to darken it up a bit at the very top. So I'm gonna touch that part last. Now, before I actually show you what I'm gonna do, I'm going to color the rest of mine, and then I will check back in to show you how to complete your paintings. Okay, as you can see, I have finished coloring. I didn't do all the way to the edges here just because I didn't feel like it. It'll fill itself in. Same thing with these. And I used really light marker strokes on this one just because I wanted a lighter feel. So that's the one I'm actually gonna start with. I'm just gonna dip my brush into some water. And then all you have to do to activate those washable markers and turn them into paints is add water. And I love the way they blend these unexpected colors. Oh yeah, oof. That light green with the pink, I knew that would create something pretty magical. Gorgeous. And if you wanted to add sort of cloud-like pieces, take your paper towel right when it's fresh and lift some of your paint off. See how I got that nice texture? Awesome. Let's move on to this one. Now again, this works a lot better when you have real watercolor paper. So if you do not, be gentle with your regular paper. Thick, thick, thick drawing paper will do the trick. You just have to be careful that you're not using too much water. Beautiful. I love the way those blend. And you leave the ground totally white. So now that my pieces are dry, I have these white gel pens. If you don't have this, don't worry, you can skip this step entirely. If you have a white pastel, this would work, or if you have white paint, this could also work if you have a teeny, 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 weeny brush. And what I'm gonna do is just add a few things to the sky, like stars.